Oh, okay.
Yes, Gonzo, I hear you.
Yeah. Well, what's up, boys? How's it going?
Oh, not bad.
Bernie, he is I have a nut as a cat, an absolute.
It's been a fuck of a week, but hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Well, how you guys doing? You guys hanging in?
I got her home, Shady.
Yeah, good. I saw you guys had a pretty good race the other night at Dover on a Sunday night for the B. I'm live, by the way, just to let you know. So I'm live.
Yeah, it was okay.
You had a good, top
10. I wish that guy at the end of pit road with the black flag, he really needs to go kiss my butt.
Oh, he needs to just go away. He
don't need to be there at all.
No, he doesn't. I don't know why, Lug, but that guy with the black flag always picks on us.
He gets me first stage every race just to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing every race.
See, he gets me in the third stage of every race just to kick.
Oh no, you can't come back. That's hard to come back from that.
Right. So he waits until I get through the whole daggone race before he throws the damn black flag, and and then so it screws it up. So yeah, that But hey, we're at Talladega tonight. So we got 2 races left.
Yeah. Was over here? Okay.
Yeah, so we're at Talladega tonight. So there's 2 races left in the season, if I believe. There's tonight, and then there is the final race next week at Michigan. I think it's at Michigan. Pretty sure it's at Michigan.
Yeah, it's at Michigan for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got the 2 races left. So Talladega's always a toss-up. I mean, it's a matter of how lucky you get.
I'm not picking mine till the last lap.
No fair luck. No. You will not do.
No fair.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Negative. And since you.
All right. Well, how about nobody picks the 52 cars tonight? Let's all go with somebody different.
Okay.
I already got someone else in mind. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. And it's the 51's luck.
51's luck. Ooh.
Yeah, we'll definitely not take the 52s tonight.
I already got my pick.
Okay, so if we're going to do something different, and we can't pick the 50 cars, which means you're technically profiling. By the way,
I picked typical.
That's profiling against the JCR.
Who's that? Oh, Bob Drew. Trying to figure out who the other voice was.
But that's okay. I mean, because JWoww, he's my pick for the championship, as everybody knows. And he could actually lock the thing up tonight. Looking at the points, if he plays it out and races it out the way he's hoping to, he can lock this whole thing up, and we got the clock rolling, so we're gonna get the join here, guys.
I got the Lynch to win, so.
Okay, so there's the join right now. So let's go join.
Never got an invite.
Oh, look at that, Bob snucking through the back door. I'll get you, Bob. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a good time up here tonight. Hold on a second. So let me get my notifications. All right, so there's my invites. Okay, Lug, you got your invite, right? You're all good to go.
I'm in.
All right,
I'm
I already see that you're in. All right, so we're gonna be joined. So Talladega. Okay, so Lug, Talladega. Give us your keys to victory today. Your keys to victory. Okay.
That's about all you do here.
You get it, Bob?
Yeah, I got you.
So, you think? So, what do you think about this top line? You think these guys are going to get this top line going here, or do you think it's going to be? Yeah, you think so?
I got a couple seconds and thirds here, but I just haven't been able to win here. I'm always one car short.
Okay.
I just don't do the screw you and leave you at the right time.
I'm sure I bet we'll see that at least once. At least once. Well, what do you think there, Reynolds-town? What do you think we're going to see some 2x2 with that outer groove going, or do you think it's going to be single file on hugging that yellow, sticking them tires glued to that yellow line all night long?
I think that on the restarts for a little while we'll get some 2 wide
First 2
maybe.
laps,
I think
probably.
as pits happen and things like that, we'll get back to single file. I think it'd be tough to keep 2 lines the whole race. Seems it's pretty tough unless that outside line really stays connected. We typically just fall end up breaking apart a bit.
Right.
But I would say after the restarts, you'll get some 2 wide, and it should fizzle out a bit as it goes through the stages.
Well, they're in the midst of doing their pace lap, and look at who's on the front row here, boys. Look at who's on the front row here.
I'll give my. Oh, go ahead.
I see 2 Hokum Motorsports guys coming right out of the Hokum Motorsports garage. In that 1 car, Billy and my old buddy War in that 88 car start on the outside road. Look at that. How about that? Awesome to see, man.
Well,
he's my pick tonight. I'm going War tonight. I'm going War.
Oh, okay, with War. I was going to say, typically I pick Billy, but I'll take a surprise. I'm going to go with Mac Attack tonight.
I am going to make a. I am going to make. I am going to make a wild. I am going to make a wild. What do you call it? What do you call it, Lug? When you make a crazy prediction? What do you call that?
A crazy wild shot.
Yeah, something like. What do they call it?
Crapshoot.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm going to say that I am going to say that Jay Wow is going to lock it up tonight. I am going to say Jay Wow will lock it up.
Yeah, he'll be in the top 2 or 3.
I think Jay Wow's going to push Mac Attack to the win, and that's what's going to happen. I think.
Yep, and like I said, Glug, we are green, and we are going green, and War in the 88 jumps out front to that early lead, and you know that's teammates right there working off of the get, as Billy didn't,
we got 288s then?
Do we got 288s, War?
Yeah, we got 1 at the back, too.
Do we? Okay, well, let's go through the field and introduce these guys.
60 numbers, and I picked the same.
There's Dan the Man in that 34. Dan the Man in that 34. Watch him tonight. I think Dan the Man's got something to say tonight on this. Heavy Duty also. Watch Heavy Duty. He's very good at the plate tracks also. Heavy Duty knows how to run it. Heavy Duty in that 19 Bass Pro Shop car. There's your boy Lynch in that 3-car Lug. There's that 3-car Lynch.
It is so.
That's your boy. You gonna
He's
bring it
got to
home?
win one of these.
You gonna bring it home tonight, Lug?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like he's cruising right now, right there behind the 4-car.
If he had his way, yes, but I have a feeling he'll probably get dumped.
And we got Reckless Racer in the 24, and then Typical in that 4-car, which I'm just he's right there in front of that 3 and Lynch.
Going through the field here. I'll get back on the front there in a minute, fire truck. Oh, we got who's flashing up by himself there, ducking back in under Reckless now.
That's almost, I don't know why. Clashion's playing with it. He wanted to go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a plan.
Up high. Yeah, Nowinski's up high. Everybody just get back on the front guys here.
You know what? It appears Mac Attack didn't make the race.
No?
Well, I guess I can't pick him.
Well, you can, but wouldn't do you much.
And I don't think you're going to do very well.
No, I swear he qualified. Well, I'll switch it up then. Well, then I'll have to go back with the man Billy.
Yeah, right. You can't go wrong with that. As you see Eagles in the 9 trying to make a move on the outside of Bleachy in the 5-car, but he's going to get no help whatsoever. So that is not going to work out for Eagles. Nobody went with Eagles that time. Left up, hung out to dry. He's going to drop back to the back.
Tell me what you want there, fire truck.
And
Bastion was asking me why I always take Billy. They were wondering. And now remember, I'll be like, now I can't take you 2 guys, so I have to take Billy.
Now remember, guys, we are on low draft, so keeping that in mind. And
yeah, once you get out, you're like that second group already is kind of. Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 at the back, I think.
Yeah, that second group is kind of broken off, that 3-car break. And Bob, it's Bob Drew in the booth again joining us tonight. Bob, you're up in here, right?
Yes, I'm here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing all right.
All right. Well, you and I have last week had a little experience of our own on at Daytona. It wasn't Talladega, but a plate race nevertheless. What are your keys you know, to a victory here with the low draft on this plate track. From what you experienced and what you learned from last week's race in the Canadian E-Motorsports.
Oh,
what do you,
we got
what do you
Typical
think?
coming with Lynch on the high side right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. There it is. Oh, and Lynch.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Did he do it? Did
These
he
guys
do
are
it?
at risk right now. Exactly what you don't want to do. You gotta, if you want
Yeah,
to be there,
you
gotta
yeah.
stay with the pack. Those three guys in the back will finish. Will finish pretty much where they're at the end of this, because there ain't no way they're gonna
What
catch
did
them.
you do, Lynch? You get your nose back in where it belongs.
Yep, tucked in right behind Typical, and those two guys, they're just right there hanging on the back of Eagles draft. They do have it, so they still in that lead pack.
Wow, there's that back group ever get by themselves now, eh? Wow.
Who's in that back? Who's in that back group, Log? Who's back there?
Yeah, they're gonna keep dropping, with them being 3 cars compared to what do we got up here? Probably about 8, 9.
So we got Nowinski, Clashin, and Reckless back there, and you know you see Clashin back there. He's just cruising, man. He is just cruising. He's just laying back. He's cruising. I mean,
Where the hell's War? There it is. Sorry.
You know, so we got checking in on JWow's stream. Thank you again, JWow, for the stream, for the leaderboard.
And with those GCR boys too, they wonder why I always take Billy too. I'm like, Billy's a pretty good lock usually to win.
Typical and Lynch are hooked up again. See what they can do this time. They're always tucked in this time.
Yeah,
Well,
Typical keeps trying to get a lone run.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lynch is. I think
He races a lot like I did. I'll try that at the beginning of the race, just to kind of see what I can do with it.
Lynch going
Well,
with him up
they're
top.
not going they're not going anywhere right now. So why not just try something, but leave yourself enough room to get back down just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what I think it might be, Lug? You know what I think it might be also? And I did this also last week, Bob. And Intletown, you chime in here also on this idea that you're kind of testing the waters a little bit, maybe. Seeing who's going to work with you. Maybe who's going to go with you. Kind of seeing, you know, kind of jumping to that high side and maybe seeing who your friends are. What do you think?
Yeah, if somebody sees it working, everybody's going to go. Like I just think it's way early for that yet.
It's good to test it early, just in case, find out. But I would say sticking to the bottom and getting through the stages, just keeping with everyone is the safe bet.
And if I remember correctly, I think Typical and Lynch have had issues together running before. Not they've had issues with each other, just it's always ended up in an issue.
We got bigger on this time. There's 3 of them.
Ooh, yeah, Eagle's sticking his nose up there with them. Yeah.
And is that I think that's a product of Typical and Lynch kind of showing Eagles in his rearview mirror, saying, "Hey man, we're going to the outside here. We're trying to get this outside going, man. Come up on here and join us, because you need to have I mean, if you can get, I don't know what, 4 or 5 cars, at least 4. I mean, if you can get 4 cars committed to that top line, you can get it going."
I'm riding on Hoodie right now, Lynch, and he's kind of
look
by
at that,
himself.
Eagles just did the see ya. Did you see that?
Basically, you need like an extra car. If the bottom has 4, you need 5 on the top, pretty much.
Wow, Eagles made a clever move there. Worked out for him.
Now I know he's going to be setting back right here to do another run on this guy. Now that they have enough cars to be able to get to that high side and maybe work with that.
Typical wants to go.
Right.
Yeah, Typical. He's like me. He's a go guy.
Yeah, he's probably a little agitated on that Eagles dropped down, because they were moving, and they were getting. I mean, you got Eagles past Dan the Man in that 34, and they go back up high again. They're gonna stick it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna stick
the right
it.
spot to do it.
No,
That wasn't the prettiest
It's
turn.
not possible in turn 3.
Dan's yelling right now. It's like, why didn't you go?
Can't do it going into the turn. It'll never work.
We're riding back up here with our leader, and that's War and that Planters 88 car. I tell you what, man, War.
They got it this time. They're gonna have a huge run.
He knows how to get around. He and Billy. I gotta give credit. I always give credit where credit is due. Clashin helps me unbelievably, has taught me so much. Is Billy and War really taught me how.
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh,
Now
they
3
are going
wide. Yeah, well, yeah. What's
so they got that line going now. Look at they got Eagles up top leading on the outside line, and for a second.
What do we got for laps here? Why are they doing this?
We're on lap 13 right now.
Yeah, we got about 11, 12 to go.
Okay.
11 or 12 to go.
We're gonna be pitting what? Another.
No, I'm sorry. I'm way off. 16 to go. What am I saying? 15, 16. I don't know why on my phone, because I have JWoww stream on my phone, and sometimes it doesn't come in very crystal clear. My phone, probably, so it gets a little blurry.
They got 3 laps in the tank right now, so they'll be pitting, probably stretching that right out. So I'd say at least probably about 3 laps. They'll probably all come. They might get 2 groups and split it. One might come earlier, but that's what I think we'll start to see some things mix up. See how these guys get into pit, if they get penalties, what they take for tires. Well, we got some signals. They're coming in now, looks like. I think those are signals. That's what you saw going loose there.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like loose.
Now, what do you think, Bob? Are you gonna maybe try to stay out here? Let's say I don't know. Let's say that you're Lynch and Heavy Duty. Well, here they come now, and you're gonna have the 3 cars of JWoww, Eagles, and Dan the Man do stay out.
If these guys have the same pit strategy, they're gonna be okay as long as they come out together. I'm guessing here would be.
Bleachy had a little bit trouble in our Talladega race the other night. He got a speeding penalty. It looked like he came flying in there. I'm not sure he got one, but he caught up to those guys quick.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of see Lug. If you let me know if you see anybody that might be gotten a penalty. It looked like they might came in a little hot.
Looks like 5 cars fine.
Yeah, Bleachy's
They're
out.
all coming out.
They're all coming out in a pack. This is good for them.
Yeah.
Bleachy gets out in front of Billy and War.
I think they have to pit twice, though. So, yeah, here comes JWoww. They have to pit twice in each stage, I believe. Even though it looks like they could make it.
88 needs to drag the brake a little bit.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the other two.
So, Clashin had an issue there getting on the pits, guys. I don't know why I just caught on to it that he is coming in the pits all by himself, where I'm not sure what happened, or he missed the pit signal or what, but he's all by himself coming down pit road now, while JWoww is now coming out with Eagles and Dan the Man. So Clashin's all by himself. I'm not exactly sure what in the world happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see anything with him at all.
He may have been able to stretch it in a whole nother lap.
They got to pit twice, though, so there's not much point in doing it.
Well, Bleachy had the lead, and Billy and War just took it from him. Or Billy, I should say, with the help of War. And you're going to see that one in 88. It's glued nose to tail all night long. Yeah, all night long. And I thought they were going to come out in the lead. And right now, JWoww is still in the lead. As Billy and War are second and third, respectively, as they're coming up on JWoww now. They're going to go to the outside. JWoww doesn't have any help, so he stays to the inside. There goes the train of War and Billy on the outside. Billy's going to take the lead. War second. JWoww's going to be third.
It looks like that the group that JWoww was in broke up pretty good there through pits. I'm not quite sure what went on, but they were at least 3 or 4 of them, and I don't see any of those ones that were. Like, they should have been able to come out all together again.
I'm wondering how JWoww got there, if that was a lap down or...
No.
Because they were way behind before pit stops.
So, Lug, that your 3 car. I know you're good friends with Lynch. You got. Did he give you any kind of inside information as far as his game plan tonight? Lug.
Guess that's a negative. He's not saying nothing.
He pleads the 5th.
I'll
tell you after the race.
Lug nut.
I think he is out of the booth.
Oh, in. Where'd he go? Oh, maybe he took.
He had to go to the bathroom, maybe.
That's what's happening.
Looks like we got Dan the man off the pace a bit. He's all by himself back there. That's too bad.
Yeah, he's way off.
As same with Reckless Racer. Reckless Racer is cruising by himself. So,
with this low draft, if you got to be pretty close. If you could lose the draft real easy.
Yeah, Clashing's all alone. Nowinski.
And Nowinski, Clashin, Reckless, all alone. And the 34, like you said, Dan the Man is now falling back off of that lead pack.
I'm still curious about JWoww, because the thing with JWoww, the only way he would have got where he's at is if he took no tires, because that pack was too far behind.
They were. I didn't think they were. They were right there with them. They were just like a couple car lengths.
He wasn't in the three. He wasn't in the 3-car pack in the back.
There was the original 4 or 5 that pitted first, and then there was like a 3 or 4 group right behind him that stayed out, and then he came out fine, and the rest of them separated. They should have all come out right together, basically.
Yeah.
But something must have happened to the other 3 in that second group. Maybe they took 4 tires, and it just had a little bit longer pit stop. Because JWoww came out about where he should have, but he should have had the rest of those guys with him. It looks like they're
sorry about that, guys. I had to step away for a second for the wave.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I was just.
Sorry about that fire truck.
I was wondering what happened to you. I was sitting there calling you. I was like, okay, well, you know, it took a little bathroom break. It was a
I just got the wife home from the hospital, so we're just getting your meds all figured out here.
Oh, is everything all right? How's everything going? Things
I
better?
just got her home, so yeah, well, she's home. That's better or not, we'll see. So Billy up front now, yep.
Yep, we got Billy up front, and Warren in second, JWoww's third, Bleachy is fourth.
And what happened with Clashing? I heard Clashing something, or what did he do? Just pit late or what?
He off a sequence. I'm not exactly sure what in the world happened, but he pitted all by himself. So he's just cruising around the track all by himself, along with Nowinski, and Nowinski, Reckless Racer, and the 34 of Dan the Man lost the lead draft. So those guys are just kind of cruising right now.
They could have all taken 4 tires so that they don't have to take tires, because they do have to pit again. So they might have taken 4 tires.
You're either going to do 2 and 4 or 4 and 2. So
Crystal says it's nice to see the 88 and the 1 together again.
I'd say they probably go with no tires on this last stop for sure. If they'll only have a couple laps, they can pit any time there.
That Reckless coming in now?
Yep, Reckless is coming in now. As the train just went by and put him a lap down. As there's that.
Choo-choo! Tell him, Phil, having a better night than last week. Last week was just trash.
Last week ended up being a rough week for quite a few, that's for sure.
Yeah, between the high side and the FTR race at Dover, man, I think about 15 people dropped out.
Yeah, I gotta get things figured out. I want to do more broadcasting. I gotta figure out who's doing what nights and when, and I keep getting the times all screwed up and missing them by 5 or 10 minutes. I wanted to get into high side the other night, and I was late.
Yeah,
these guys really, they got to time their runs better, because they're trying to make that move on the high side, and it will work eventually. But they got to work perfectly together.
They gotta commit to it, though.
War's not going to lead that 1 car.
No. You'll, like I said, I was saying earlier, you're going to see that 1 and 88 glued to each other's bumpers.
I heard they bolted the bumpers together.
I'm sure they probably did. I mean,
I think War misses this race and being over on iRacing a little bit.
Hey, Lug, I was going to broadcast that race the other night too, but I ended up racing in it. So I don't think anyone did, so yeah, you wouldn't have been able to jump in.
Yeah, I've got to get down to doing some commitment stuff here. How's the ladies better and stuff? I'll try to get in there a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll be doing Monday night. I'll do this race. It'll be Michigan for the high side. I might race it, but I might broadcast that one. I'll let you know if I do. Then you jump in the booth with me. You want?
Yep.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
I
awesome.
bet you guys didn't do a crank it up the other night, did you? Without me.
No, we did. You think we were going to do a crank it up without you? Come on.
Okay.
We were not going to do that. But I was going to wait to do it to the start of the second stage, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, we absolutely were. I was not going to do a crank it up without you.
Okay.
That just, you know, would not seem right.
So what the hell did you do in your race the other night?
Me?
You forget where you were, what track you're at?
Pretty much.
I watched the broadcast. Was like, does he even remember what goddamn track he's at?
What are you talking about? What happened?
Oh, Shady in his race at the Canadian one or whatever it was. He looked lost for like the first 10 laps or so.
The Canadian e-motorsports last night. It's Bob Drew and I are in the Canadian e-motorsports network league on Tuesday nights. And it was I was fighting COVID since Friday, and I haven't been on. Obviously, I haven't had any practice time, none whatsoever, not even a single lap up until Sunday. I ran a little bit on Sunday in my league race.
You look like a bear that came out of hibernation. Go, what's all this out here?
It pretty much was. It pretty much
Everybody's
was.
signaling the pit except for looks like he might be pitting with Clashing. Didn't look like or no, JWoww didn't.
All right. What's my dirty dog Lynch doing?
He's gonna. I guarantee he'll come in with the same pack.
Lynch. Come on,
so you're gonna
slow down, buddy.
see everybody come in, and JWoww could step by himself this time.
Stay solo.
And here comes everybody. So I was anticipating the same three to stay out, but only JWoww stayed out. So that's gonna hurt him.
Man,
That'll definitely hurt.
I wonder if he'll be able to cycle it back out with.
Well, by the time he come back out, he may be able to grab onto somebody.
You wrecking the field.
Heavy duty, heavy duty just cleaned out.
They just did. I think they just did a gas and go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they just
this
did a
is
gas.
going to get interesting. 5 coming out of the pits at once. This is old. Eagles is sideways.
Bleaching Eagles
Those
are
guys are
sideways.
stuck inside of each other.
The computer does it so great, doesn't it?
Yeah, who's going to lose it on that yellow line? Oh, Eagles, be careful. Oh, little Eagles.
Nobody wants to give that spot.
Yeah, nobody wants to go near that line right now.
It's not helping them doing that right now because now they're falling back.
Yeah.
Well, here comes JWoww. Here comes JWoww now, and to make his pit stop, and it's just a definite stop and go pit stop.
Yeah. Typical fell back to get Eagles draft, so they'll be 4 against 2 when they line up and get to them. That might be how you're going to get those 2 cars.
So he's 3. He only took it's only a 3-second stop for JWoww, so he's coming out still in first. But here comes that pack of cars.
Too slow. Yeah, he'll be way behind.
Yeah, they're gonna catch him here real quick.
Yeah.
Even on the low draft, as they're
something happened with his pit sequence. I'm not sure about.
Well, I think he anticipated having at least one person come with him, but it didn't happen. So here comes the whole line now, leading up with Billy.
Now they're outside of him.
And let's see if JWoww can catch on to the draft. Not going to happen.
Oh, man.
Not going to happen. They are side by side. JWoww's up to speed. He's sniffing it.
He's going to hold on to him.
He's got the draft. He'll be able to stay.
I'm on his roof now. He's sniffing it.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're single file now, so they're going to pull off on him. If they stayed side by side, he would have had it.
He's lost it now, yeah.
But there's only...
Come on!
As they just cross the stripe now, they have 1 lap to go. So this is the last lap. So everybody get bunched back together here.
So what happened with you, Shady? What track were you at last night? Or whatever
we were at Auto Club.
Auto Club.
What, you just forgot how to drive the track? Is that what Lug means why you got lost?
It just took me a little while to get my bearings because COVID really it really kicked my butt. I'm not gonna lie, it really kicked my butt. And
I actually did watch a bit of that.
You know, when I was here guys come Billy coming to stage 1, War in second, to the line, your boy Lynch. He's gonna try for third.
The 4 car goes flying out.
Wow. Typical. Yeah, he does what I do at the end of a stage.
Would you get Lynch 3rd or 4th?
I think he got
Come on,
fourth.
let's fill me in. Fourth?
Like,
I think he got
we
fourth.
got Eagles?
Yep.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
fifth,
Eagles
right?
is fifth, Typical sixth, JWoww seventh, Heavy Duty eighth,
like
and
Bleach.
Dan the Man ninth.
4 tires, full of
Looks like
fuel,
Bleach
fix,
got
repair,
third.
and go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I can't tell here.
Oh boy. JWoww's stream just cut out, so I don't know if he may have
I
just
think
lagged
he's
out.
probably sending them out or doing something.
Come on,
I
let's
find
listen to your
it does that
cookies.
quite a bit in the stream.
But as they're slowing down to make their pit stop, yeah, it took me a little while to actually get my bearings. I had a really good car, and I as we were getting ready to qualify, I got disconnected on qualifying, so I had to start dead last and 30th. And
Yeah, I
which
saw
was,
a bit of your laps. You were back there.
it was
Lynch got fourth.
Yep. And it was probably a good thing to kind of help me get my bearings a little bit. I got up to 25th by the end of the stage one, and I had moved up to 20th. And of course, as always, I'm in the wrong place and wrong time log. And I was coming off of turn 2, and as soon as I came off of turn 2, there was a car sideways, and they got tattooed by Shady in the side door and a T-bone,
But you want to know something? If you had that different view up to look down the track, you would have seen him sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get on
I did see you moving up though, Shady. I saw you moving up. I saw you at about 30th or 29th, and I saw you get up to 26th, but I had to go.
Yeah, I did get up to 20th before I got caught up in that wreck, and I was when that happened. It happened early in the first 2 or 3 laps of stage 2, and so I was when all the pit cycling and everything finally finished. I got my damage fixed. I was 1 lap down and something like 5 or 6, close to 6 seconds. Back from the guy that was in the lucky dog spot, and by the time we got
race going on.
Yeah, by the time we got to the end of the stage, I had closed it from 6 seconds to 1.5, so I got close. But
what the hell, Dan doing up front?
Oh, you're moving the right direction.
I was just about to say, Dan the Man, he did something with the pit sequence, and he is.
He's trying that 2 tire because
he probably took 4 on that stop earlier. That's why he was
on the
far
first
back.
one. Yeah,
and that'll give him so he could take less here. Because they all took no tires at the end, so they're taking the least right.
But he is being scored a leader.
Yeah, I'd say that's just some strategy from the previous stage.
But interesting strategy.
Well, yeah,
he could bite you in the butt though, because now he's going to be less tires than everyone else, I'd say. And so then later,
I'm just wondering, where does that put him with JWoww off with his? How far off was he from JWoww and the rest of the group now?
He'll be on 1 less tire cycle, on laps at least. So it'll kind of get him later on. He'll end up probably back in the same spot because he'll have to take 4 when everyone can take 2.
Unless the caution comes out and saves his butt.
Yeah. I'm just guessing too. I would assume that's kind of what happened. I'm not sure exactly. I can't.
I didn't see a pass, so anywhere.
What's that?
I didn't see a pass on the track anywhere. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys one thing to watch out for, and that's that 19 car. That 19
Heavy Duty.
Heavy Duty has moved up to 5th, right behind his teammate, War. Now, keep in mind, Heavy Duty, that's out of the Hokum garage also, and he's teamed up there with Billy and War, and he's right there on War's bumper.
I went to visit the garage, and they wouldn't even let me in the door. They said that was apartment trash, and I'm not allowed in.
Well, I mean, you have to. I mean, it's the whole. I don't know. Because you have the MRL connection. I mean, you have a decent garage there, man. Kind of,
we used to until somebody blew the hell out of it.
They said, look, they wouldn't let you down in the garage area.
Yeah, wouldn't even let me in the door.
No, man. No info given out here.
Heavy Duty, he just moved up. And Lynch is going to take the spot from Heavy. I don't know, Heavy made a little mistake there as he's stuck now on the outside. And he's going to go all the way to the end of the line.
Heavy Duty.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw a little dark horse
pick
out there quick and go with Bleachy for a little dark horse action.
But there's your boy Lynch.
You ever drop quick, eh? Yeah, you running what, 4th?
Yep. Oh, there goes War. There goes War on the outside. Lynch going to go with him.
See if they can get hooked up now and stay together. They see
they
always
you
seem
got
to drop
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Oh, stay up there with him.
Yeah.
Stay up there with him, Lynch.
Billy's looking to go.
Get up there, Billy. Come on. Get that outside line. Stay up there, Lynch.
For Billy to commit. He's
Don't
not going
leave
up there
your
unless they got
wingman.
a line.
Wingman's falling like a rock.
And
he's not going to go
hung
pick
out
him
the
up
drive.
unless there's 3 or 4 of them coming.
But War got lucky. War guy was able to get back in line. Lynch said, "Get back in line." Lynch hooked him up. Lynch said, "Hey, we got to get back down. We just lost everybody, so get back down." So he let War slide in and so he didn't have to slide all the way to the back. There was much respect there for Lynch. Much respect.
What do you think, Fire
He got
Truck?
Typical in front of him. We all know Typical's going to try to make some moves.
Fire Truck loves these broadcasts.
All of our fans love the broadcast, love. All of our fans love the broadcast. All of our fans. We love our fans. I have the best fans.
Yeah, fan counts went down, but that's okay. We know they're busy in life.
Well,
All
it's
that
summer.
Nice
stuff.
evening tonight. It's nice and hot.
I mean, it's summertime, you know.
Yippers. Whoa, what's everybody doing here? Stop it.
I think everybody's just kind of riding right now. Just kind of cruising.
Oh, I don't care what you say, but I know what time it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's right. It's got
Let's do it.
Yes, it is. Time to crank it up.
Let's do it.
Ooh, Typical's loud.
You see that? A while back, they started doing a crank it down, too, on TV, because I guess people were complaining when the announcers came back in, their voice was so loud when the stereos were cranked up.
Yeah.
Blowing speakers.
Well, they used to have it on the screen to warn people to prepare to turn it down. They would.
That's what I mean. They did a crank it down at the end of the crank it up. They stopped doing that, though. I haven't seen the crank it down in a couple of years.
There we got the outside trying to go. Here goes Jaywell, Eagles, Typical, and Lynch to that high side.
Yeah, now they'll have a chance. They got 3 more cars behind them up there.
Yeah,
they just gotta stay there.
Yeah, War and Heavy Duty's up there as well. They're going to get this high line working tonight. Look at this.
Eagles got to keep that line a little smoother.
Yeah, can they commit to it though? Just like you were saying, Lug. Are they gonna leave them hanging out to dry, or can they commit to it?
Then they got to clear all 5 cars in front of those cars in order to make it work.
Here we go. Look at this, guys.
It's just gonna get dropped back.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
They have the cars if they can keep it together. I don't think they're going to clear all 6 of them.
Somebody's going to bail.
They got 6. Was that 1, 2, 3, 6 to the 6 on top to the 4 on the bottom. So they got the numbers, and they're slowly coming.
Somebody's going to get uncomfortable running up there.
Here they go.
Oh, this is the A League. They should be comfortable up there.
Oh yeah, they're going to be. I would think so. I'm comfortable up there. I'm not even close to an A League, but I'm comfortable up there.
Yeah. They got the 251s. Oh, now they got the 88. They did have the 51s on the 2 ends there, that line.
They're just having fun right now. They want to get this out.
88 went up there. He's like, I want to try this out.
Yeah, he loves it up there. I can tell you that right now. He loves it up on the high side.
I can't believe they haven't blown by him. They got 7 cars versus 3. Like, I don't know why they can't get by.
Which is impressive as War now dives back down. And
now they're getting a run.
And Bleach, he saw what was going on there because he saw Billy and Heavy Duty nose to tail. He saw War duck down to join that 3-part. Oh, we got a little contacts. Little contacts.
Still going.
Is that Lynch that got a little squiggly?
I think so.
He's dropped back to the end of the line. I think Lynch got a little squiggly there. He's still in the draft. He's still got the draft, so he's all right.
Was it
Right.
Was it Lynch? Oh yeah, it was.
I'm not sure. I think he was.
Who's down? Yeah, is that what is going on?
Yeah, we got some pit stops coming up now.
Oh, they ever jam it up?
Within that
Wow.
Well, so 19 hit the curb pretty good
Oh,
there.
the 19!
Yeah.
19 got up into the 4. They're going 3 wide.
Oh, they're banging
Yeah.
again.
Oh, they're banging.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Look
here
at
we
Lynch.
go.
Look at Lynch.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Did
Nice
that
save,
get...
buddy.
Wow.
That
That
gone.
got hairy there. Jeez.
Wow.
That was terrifying.
That's the worst when you're about to pit and all that mayhem starts. It's just trying to manage all the mayhem and get slowed down.
Take a deep breath, Lynch. You made it.
And not missing the pits, too. I'm getting slowed down.
Woo. That got exciting, didn't
Wow. Heavy duties finish him off just in case.
it? Well, JWoww, Eagles, Clashing, and Typical all stayed out, so you'll see these guys coming in the pit this time. The Eagles right there on JWoww's bumper.
Well, let's see how coming into the pits works.
19 must have had pretty big damage or something. He lost a bunch of times.
He more or less, he drove in the back of Lynch on pit road, so he was more or less with him. He was right there with him.
And Eagles was able to get around JWoww there on the entrance to the pit.
Well, it looks like
Good move by
Lynch
Eagles.
recovered. It looked like Lynch recovered, kind of. Maybe.
Good.
Just
Good
stay
move
with
on
him.
Yeah, those two should be able to get back up to the front there.
Yeah, Typical in.
Yeah, was in.
Dan's strategy seemed to have worked because he's still up in the front with these guys.
Right there on Billy's bumper he is. Yes, sir.
The spot it might hurt him now is this last pit stop. If he's able to keep his lefts good enough, because he might have just taken 2 again. So his lefts will have this will be the 3rd run on those lefts. Plus a couple laps from the end of last stage. So they'll have a lot of tires on those lefts. They should be all right, but hey, it'd be a great strategy if it works out. If you can take no tires on this last pit stop and maintain it.
I tell you what, I can guarantee you here at Talladega, you can get this.
Who's coming out? That's what Typical and the other 51.
I can guarantee you these guys.
Well, you don't go all without telling us.
What?
Typical was trying to. He went up to get the draft. The guys going around him, and then looked like Clash and came up to get in front of him and clipped his nose. They lost all their momentum with that.
Reckless had a hard time coming out of pit road.
It's like Bleach and Lynch aren't really gaining on those two front.
Yeah, Typical and Clashing are off of that lead pack, and JWoww he's like just taking a sniff of that lead draft. And
he might be able to keep that one because it's only 3 cars.
I know, that's what I'm trying. If they can get sideways just once, he'll be all right. But they go around this turn, they're gonna start pulling away. He's got to have some kind of help.
Yeah, he's just lost an attempt there, Dan.
He's just
gonna creep off of it.
Yeah, they're creeping off.
I want to see the yellow flag. Everybody back together.
Especially JWoww. I don't know if that's actual damage.
What are they doing back there in the field?
JWoww's lost the draft now.
Yeah, look back here, guys.
Lynch is in a hornet's nest again.
Yeah, but Bleachy,
those guys,
Typical.
Bleach and Lynch caught right up then. All of a sudden,
yeah.
Because it looked like they were maintaining pace behind them a bit, not gaining. And I wonder if something happened with the other two.
Well, that's a 4-car. That's a 4-car hookup there. So they will catch Clash. They will catch JWoww and have a 5-car hookup. And then you only have Then you only have the front 3 of Billy, Dan the Man, and War.
I don't think they have enough laps, do they?
I'm just getting ready to check that.
Still have a full pit cycle here, and they'll end up with a few more laps after the pit, like probably 3 or 4.
They're breaking up too.
Yeah, Bleachy and the Typical and Bleachy and.
This Bleachy didn't want to lead that pack.
We've got 11 laps to go, guys. 11 to go.
Only 11? Okay.
11.
So,
How many pits? Yeah, but they still have to pit again, I think. That was only one pit stop so far in this stage, right? They have 2 every stage.
Yeah, it'll be just a splash and go.
Yeah,
it'll be a splash and go. And I can tell you, I mean, just from a previous race here and my setup with my tires, yeah, I only need to change the right sides on the first pit stop, and then a splash of gas with no tires on the second one, and I can get to the end.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because there's
All right,
only usually
they got
about 2-3 laps
lined up
left.
now.
Yep.
Let's see what they can do to try to get some of that time back.
And that's kind of interesting seeing that. Look at Heavy. I'm not sure what happened there with Heavy Duty. What happened there? Did he get a penalty or something?
Let me go back and
What happened there?
He pitted earlier, that's why.
Okay, he's
You
all
can
by
pit at
himself
any
now.
time, so if you pit early, then you're good to the end, right?
Well, he's in trouble now. Man, that's
Yeah, see, he's
what
taking
happened?
no, he's taking no tires. Well,
Yeah,
he'll be somewhat all right. He'll cycle back around to where he was, basically.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Eagles, because did Eagles maybe get a penalty? Because he may have gotten a penalty because he came in with JWoww. They were coming into the pits, he got around JWoww coming into the pits and entered the pits in front of JWoww, so which was a very good move, but I think it cost him a penalty because he's now just cruising all by himself in no man's land. So I'm not exactly sure if that was a pit strategy on JWoww that just left Eagles kind of by himself, or Eagles got a penalty there.
I would say it's an Eagles penalty because of that.
I think so too.
By flying, J-Well gets in there pretty accurate on his time, so if you're beating him from behind, you're probably speeding. And Eagles honestly has
just signaled the pit again.
Yeah,
and look at the
Eagles
same
has
race
had
that Lindsay's in.
Eagles has had some struggles entering pit road.
Whoa.
I've noticed a lot this year.
Yes, he has.
Almost every race he has a spin or something.
Typical pitting.
That's risky. I wonder what he's up to.
Did he miss it? Man.
I know,
he
Bob,
looked like he was going to the grass.
What do you think he's up to, Bob? I mean, what is? I mean, is it? Let's take a look. I mean, is this a kind of a short pit idea for him?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I mean,
I've never found how it really can benefit you unless you're just going to take extra tires so you're good at the next stage, and you're just going to do it now because once you're by yourself, these guys are rolling around 3 together. They're going to be faster than you. You're going to come out alone.
He's taking tires. He's in
there's a 4-tire stop.
He's probably setting up for the final stage.
I think Dan the Man's having a really good run.
He is. He really is. I told you at the beginning. Why get 34? Didn't I? Huh?
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, come on, Lug.
I don't understand U.S. language.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, your accent's so strong.
My accent.
You sound like a Mexican.
Oh.
But that's a good thing.
Jose Jalapeno.
Yeah, we like Jose Jalapeno.
Jose Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
On his stick.
On a steak.
Taco Tuesdays. I made this taco dish the other night. Oh man, well it was a nacho dish, but man was it good. It was loaded.
You can't start mentioning that. I'm hungry and
man.
I love
it was
Mexican
so good.
food.
I had the ground beef with some taco seasoning in it. I had barbecued chicken thighs cut up on it.
What's
Marble cheddar, mozzarella. Oh man, it was so good. Onions, peppers, green peppers.
We've got
make another one.
6 to go. 6 to go. Yep.
I might make that meal again tonight after the broadcast. That sounds delicious.
I'll hook a brother up and send it his way.
I'll freeze dry a package and I'll mail it to you.
Still got
Yeah, damn right.
All right,
Where's with that?
I've had my buddies that moved out to BC. My buddies have mailed them pizzas from here, freeze them and then mail them out there to them because Windsor Pizza is amazing.
Absolutely.
And,
freeze them and mail them up. Throw that sucker in the microwave as soon as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah, where I live, Windsor, Ontario, like the pizza here is amazing. Like everyone says this and that about their pizza, but I'm telling you, I'll take Windsor pizza over anywhere in the world.
See, look at this, Bob. We got 2 Canadians in the booth with us, and none of them are in the Canadian league that we run in.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
That's a fun league. That's very, very competitive league. Very competitive. And Bob,
I like the way they do the videos and all that.
Congratulations on a good finish last night, Bob. After the the little computer glitch last week. You got that top 10 last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I got ninth.
Nice.
It was
Ooh,
hard fought.
everybody coming in hard.
Yeah, they came in way hard.
Is it a custom series now?
Whoa.
No, it's
No,
a
slider low draft. It's really, really
okay.
challenging.
Yeah, it's the very first time I ever did try a slider league, but it's got 30 guys in it, and it's really, really, really competitive. Really competitive.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah,
I was surprised and
leaders
impressed
going
actually.
in.
When I saw your stream, I saw 30 people. I was like, wow, that's a lot. It's a good race.
Yeah, it was. It is. It really is.
Still going.
That should go.
Did you see these guys? Did you see these front leaders pit yet, Lug, or signal?
No, no, not yet. Oh, Dan's killing off.
There they go. There they go.
Here they come.
See, the signaling here could be.
Wow,
That was a signal, but signaling here could be a bit
it was
scary.
a late signal, but it was a signal.
Well, I mean, if they're all in the same chat, then
Yeah,
you
why
know,
not? Yeah.
I mean,
I don't really like signaling out here
behind
at
you.
all. Like if you're in the
No,
middle of like a 4-car pack, a 5-car pack, and you go down and signal, that car might just move up in your way.
Well, look at us
You
the
can't
other
get
night.
back on the
Nobody,
track,
we all agreed that nobody was signaling. We were calling our pits out about a lap before we were doing it because nobody was getting down that low the other night.
well, these top three.
It's risky trying to get back up. If that person fills that hole that's behind you,
Especially Dover.
you're stuck down there.
Well, these
Dover
top three,
especially.
Billy, War, and Dan the Man, they're in the same chat because they came out on I mean, they were synchronized, in and out, synchronized, nose to tail. So they did exactly the same thing. So those guys are right on the same page.
Was Dan leading when they went in though?
No,
No, he wasn't. Okay.
no, he was third, second.
And so that's
I
the
think.
same
Second
order?
or third, yeah, same order more or less.
All right.
Well, Billy is still the leader.
They may have switched. Warren and him may have switched up, but
Billy is
no
still the
chance
leader
for
here.
that second pack to get him. This is
No,
going to be your
6
top
seconds
3 in
back.
this stage.
Yeah, we got 2 laps to go, so this time by we'll only have 1 lap to go. And Billy is trying to make it interesting, and he's going to ruin my my hard prediction of bold prediction. That's what I meant to say. I love bold prediction.
Bold prediction.
Yes,
and
my
Lynch
bold
has not
prediction.
left J-Well and Clashens behind.
And with J-Well is 4th.
Yep.
Yeah,
Lynch has
they're
left.
best to just kind of stay. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
chill for a
doubt
bit.
Caution's going to move out on
Whoa.
JWoww. So
If I was
No,
Dan,
Lynch-
the
Lynch
last
is
lap
loose, or-
coming out of 2, I'm going to back up a little tiny bit, see what I can do for 3 and 4. Let's see.
Dan needs help though from that 88. He ain't getting by at all.
Now,
There's no
88's
way.
going to stick right on him because I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. Billy won the first stage. And War's going to stick right on his teammate. War is just getting seat time right now, getting back into it. He had shoulder surgery a month ago too, so he's still rehabbing and getting the feel of everything back. But he's definitely going to help Billy get this stage win. So if he can help Billy,
he wants those points.
right? And he's got to get those points because I mean, like I was coming in tonight, my bold prediction was J-Well was going to lock it up tonight. But
Dan's going to give it a shot if he gets a run.
he's going to try to get that run. Not going to happen now. Yeah, he's too far back.
I think he won't get it. And Lynch, or the 88, he's not going to pass
far
him.
back.
He's gonna make sure Billy gets those points.
Dan's too far back now.
Yep, he's just cruising. He's just too far back. But yeah, here goes Billy.
He's
He's
moving.
too far back.
Yeah, Billy's
Get
got.
by both of them. There's no way.
He tried, Dan. He tried.
He could probably get to the side of War there, but I don't think even maybe up to Billy a bit. But I don't think he was ever gonna get by him.
No,
It's tough. 1 car versus 2 is pretty much impossible.
Well,
You
Billy
can't get a
first.
crazy run,
the-
but
I think Lynch was probably 6th, that one, I think.
Lynch got
Lynch
fifth.
was fifth.
Billy got first. War second. Danaman third. JCR J-Wow fourth. Lynch fifth, and Bleachy is 6th. That is your top 6. So J-Wow finishing 4th that stage. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to do as far as points, with Billy winning both of the stages so far. So Clashin got 7th, Heavy Duty 8th, Eagles 9th, and Typical 10th. All 10 cars are on the lead lap. So we are going to go to stage 3, where we are we're going to bunch them up, and we're going to we're gonna see who's got what here in stage 3.
It's not me making all that noise.
No, it must be a ghost in here or something.
Yeah.
Always gotta be different.
Ghost in the kit bags.
Well, nothing.
All right,
crazy
let's
moves
rack
here.
them and
Billy
stack
them are
them and do
still
this
at the
again.
front. They must not have done any crazy strategies here because it looks like it pretty much maintained.
Off to the start here. And drop right down to the bottom. They did JWoww. So Dan the Man's a little hung out to dry. We got some. They're trying to get the speed. Oh, Bleachy came down a little bit off the top, but he's all right. He's all right. He got it. He got it.
It's my dark horse. Did you guys take any dark horses?
No.
No.
Well, you can take a dark horse. Go for it.
I threw a Bleachy dark horse in there just for fun.
All right.
I'll pick Dan.
There you go.
Oh, you stole mine.
I'll keep it with the MRL.
Dan was hung out to dry there a little bit. He fallen to the back there behind heavy duty.
That's too bad. All that strategy and all that work to get to there, and right to the back again.
Lynch is now there up to 4th, right on JCR JWoww's bumper. So JWoww in 3rd with Lynch
Seems to be up
right
and off that line lot though.
Yeah. Now, if I'm Lynch, I am glued to JWoww's bumper the rest of this race.
Yeah, don't leave.
I'm not leaving that 51's bumper all race long. Because you already know the 88's not leaving the 1.
Oh, Eagles is in rolling pretty good there.
The Eagles look to the high side there. He gave it a peek. The Eagles going to have to do something here to try to get around. But that's what I'm thinking if I'm Lynch. If I'm Lynch, I'm sticking on that 51.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm on helicopter view, and that's not pretty. That was just about a...
A little blimp view?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's helicopter. It's too close to be blimp.
Too close to be a helicopter. That's a drone. A really fast drone.
I think we got one car that had
Those are pretty amazing.
that blew up, and that's the 88 of Nowinski. I think Nowinski.
Took it in.
Yeah,
they're getting pretty good with those drones at the racetracks and stuff. Like they're right over top of the cars and everything now.
I've seen some videos where they're flying them through buildings and like doing a tour of an office or something. And it's unbelievable how good they
I don't know how they do it in the abandoned buildings and stuff.
I don't either.
Some of the
they have it now. I even saw it on a YouTube video that over there in Ukraine they have a drone that has a bomb on it, and they kamikaze the drone into the tanks and blow them up with the bomb strapped to the drone. It's a kamikaze drone. It's wicked.
Well, they got ones now with little fire hoses on them for doing bees' nests and stuff like that up in trees and shit.
Yeah, you're absolutely. Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, drones are endless.
I seen one on Barstool Sports page when they did a view, like a view of their whole office and everything, and like they must have coordinated this like crazy because he was flying through every room doing these circles and turnarounds and all these different views. It was nuts. Like this guy was amazing.
Well, Mrs. FTR is waiting on the big one, thinking it's going to happen sooner or later. What do you guys think? We have gone caution-free.
She's right. It's coming.
You think so?
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna all just stay in line at the end. If they can keep it together through pit stops, that's the key.
There's too many egos in there, and then I don't mean eagles. Egos.
Egos.
Yeah, egos, not to make a big move here.
As long as they can stay in a pack after their pits, that's the problem. If they get separated through pits, you're not going to see it. Because it's not likely. If they can come to our, if we got 5 to go and they're all in a pack like this, we're going to see some wreck.
I don't think so. I really don't.
I think they're going to get it.
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why. Together. Here's my reasoning behind it. When was the last time we had a caution in the A League? You remember?
Since I lost to Charlotte.
Exactly. These guys they're too good. Yes, they do have some egos, but
It's over. Half the field left, so it's tough for a caution there.
JWoww made it. JWoww made it a boring race. So I'm gonna say that right now. That was JWoww and Clash, and they took off and Billy was third, and that's the way it was all race long, and it was actually a boring race.
It was identical to the high-side race. It's the same.
All right, Miss Holcomb, who's going to cause the big one?
I'm just gonna say if it were to happen, I would say accidentally, I gotta say Lynch in the 3. Because
I'm gonna go with the Eagles in the 9.
I would not disagree with that. I would not disagree with that.
Lynch is all over. Lynch is all over. Like, he's not driving bad, just his car don't seem happy at all.
See, Mrs. FTR, she picks Eagles or JWoww. That would cause
yeah.
But here's my reason behind Lynch, okay? That Lynch would, because he's kind of got, I think he's got the car really set up loose. I've seen him kind of get wiggly a couple of times, but he's up there at the front. He's 4th. He can taste it. He hasn't had a top 3 all season. He's right there on the cusp of it. So, yeah. I mean, it's time, there's only 2 races left in the season. I mean, what do you got to lose risking it? I mean,
and I've raced with him long enough, over 10 years or so. I know he's nervous right now. He wants to win.
Right, he wants it bad. He can taste it. So he's right there on the cusp. So I can just from my that was typical. Typical got on the apron.
He
got
definitely wants in the booth before the season's over. So
he and Heavy Duty both. We've got when Heavy Duty got the 4th, we had to bring him up. But, I was talking to Heavy Duty a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he was he just wanted to get a top 3 podium so he can get back to the booth. But Lynch is in that same boat, and he's right there in 4th. Right on the cusp of it, and I can just see, just because of how many times I've just been a bonehead and been right there on the cusp and trying to do something and did something dumb.
I got to the booth once last season, and I think once the season before, but I don't even think I've got top 5 this season.
Well, Canute, we did have the high line going in the 2nd stage. These boys did get the high line going for a good run. It was a good run. These guys had they had a 2x2 right there until I think it was the pit stops that broke it. The round of green flag pit stops ended up breaking it up.
What do we got left?
I'm going to get it here
22 laps.
22 laps. We got another pit or so to go.
Got 2 more pit stops. One will be a splash and dash.
Yeah, they got they'll.
Where's Mr. Dan the Man circulated in all this? I don't see. Oh, he's right on the tail end there. Or is he?
Yeah, he's kind of on the tail there.
For the lead pack, yeah. Hope we're not putting me to sleep, fire truck.
Well, get this. I mean, my bold prediction of JWoww locking it up. He came into this race with a 50-point lead over Billy. Doing the math on it, as of right now, as it stands this moment, it's down to 18.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Billy's got his help with him. He's doing a good job.
Yep. I mean, it's so far, it's working out to Billy's plan perfectly. Winning both stages and still in the lead here in stage 3.
That's 20 points just in the bonuses.
Yep. Lug, did I put the kiss of death on JWoww making up a bold prediction?
I'm not saying a word. You know better.
I had to try. I had to try it. Now, these guys
are still
just
up there in 3rd. I mean, they're pretty packed together. They're gonna, probably try to do the same strategy. I don't see them trying to split up.
And just gotten kind of word that Clashin has just kind of been riding. He's kind of haven't been in a lag as he's in a little bit of bad service area. He's, as you know, he's drives truck all over the West Coast and across the country. So he's out on the road. So he's just, I think from the word is he's in a bad service area. So he's just trying to stay out of people's way really, and just kind of ride around a little bit. That's why you've been seeing Clash and just kind of hanging out all week, all race long. I knew something was going on. Why he was? I knew there was something there. I knew there was.
Heavy duty back to the back.
Which is
3 laps in the tank right now.
Which I hate seeing. I was hoping. I know how good heavy duty is here, man.
I really hope they can get through this pit cycle and all come out together. They need to have no penalties. Everyone on the same strategy. Even if they pit separately, they should all be back together.
24 is that it?
Well, the question is, does everybody pit with the leader? Or here? Okay, so everybody's.
I would try to do it. I would try to do it in 2 groups, kind of, because when you pit with 8-9 cars,
Jay Well's going to stay out. Looks like Jay Well's going to stay out, and Clashin's going to stay out. I mean, Clashin's going to be the one to help Jay Well.
Yeah, I'd say about half of them pit and half of them stay.
Well, that is, there's a method to the madness of that.
What it was.
There's a method to the madness in that, and that's the reason why right there you have the 4 coming in is, you know, and just like that, because he's going to stay out the extra lap just to try to go with minimum cars to stay away, try to eliminate any possible issues getting on the pit road.
A long way today.
And you know, it'll make if anything, we'll be able to for sure take half a tank or half a can at the end.
Yeah,
I think Reckless lost the motor too. He's lost a lot of motors this year.
Yep, Reckless has had to take it.
Look
Reckless
at
had
Eagles
a bad
coming
race.
off with the lead here.
Gas by the look of it.
He's going to work in the R&D department for the engines.
That's a big move by Eagles right there. Eagles came out and Billy in 4th in that pack. They switched right there. That's huge. Eagles being able to get out in front of there though.
Leaky's in.
Impressive.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know if he's going to help Billy like Ward's going to help Billy.
Something's
I think
weird there.
I think they're going to try to pass him.
Something's weird with that, and why Billy got back, why Billy lost so much. There's something there. You just don't lose that many spots. You don't lose.
He might have taken extra gas. I don't know what he would have done.
Possibly, because you're not going to come in first and come out in 4th if something didn't happen.
Well, they would have had to take a full tank. All of them. Maybe he took extra tires. I don't know. Yeah,
and now he's
draft potentially.
He doesn't have the draft. He's not on the draft at all. They're pulling away.
Yeah,
he's
screwed. Depending on these other pit stops,
so
if they're all broken up, it's not really going to do good for a chance of a big one.
Well, he's screwed.
He's hurt. Pardon?
I say he's screwed.
Oh,
Billy right now is screwed because he lost the lead pack.
Oh, for sure.
He lost it.
These
so
guys ahead of these guys came out in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's nobody behind Billy. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, but he's catching them pretty quick here.
Yeah, I think Ward's trying to back up with Lynch.
Yeah,
they're burping it.
Looks like
He's
they're
burping
trying
it.
to back up a little bit.
That's going to be risky. They're going to need more.
Because that 3 car might not be thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I was going to say he's holding.
That doesn't look like he is.
Yep, that's exactly. Ward just there goes. Ward just let the 3 car go, and there it is now. There's your team. The one in the 88, they're brothers, man. They're brothers here. That's good. You're gonna.
I can't believe.
Now they're gonna hook up with a 3.
I wonder what happened to him. Maybe they dropped a jack or something.
I don't know. They were eating ice cream.
Something. Guy slipped coming around the car or something.
So Lynch
Lynch doesn't want to be the front car, so he's going to drop to the back.
Yeah, he's going to drop to the back. He wants to ride. He wants to push. So, so War in that 88 car is going to be the caboose of that 3-car train.
You got 3 cars, 2 cars, 3 cars. So that second pack of 3 cars should catch the 2 cars. Then they're going to have a big pack.
Yeah, you got Dan the Man and Eagles right there. If I'm Dan the Man and Eagles, I'm burping that right now also to get those 3 cars to catch up to me as fast as I can for that exact reason, because then you're going to have 5, and then if you get that 5 together real quick, then you're going to be able to catch these front three of J-Well, Typical, and Clash.
And Billy wouldn't have got a speeding penalty, or he would have been way back. So I'm just wondering if he got more gas.
Yeah,
or something.
I'm wondering maybe the little damage. I'm not sure.
Well, he's got damage all over his hood, so he did have damage.
Well, I don't know if that's the computer damage or, you know, that's actual real damage.
Who's that? Who are you talking about?
Billy's hood.
Oh. I didn't see where Billy would have got any.
Yeah,
any kind of accident.
Mrs. FTR is saying Billy's pit crew was just flat out fired.
I honestly think on that pit entry, I think Billy lost. He lost to the 88 and whoever else pitted with him. And Eagles was right there. I don't know if he just slowed it in too much.
Yeah,
They did pass him on entry.
Did Bleachy
We have
blow up?
5 of them there now. Wow.
I'm not sure what happened.
Did Bleachy blow it up?
No, took it to the garage. Come on. Oh no, he's right there.
No,
he lost the draft there.
Yep, and here comes a train by him. And they're hooked up now. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're flying now. And Bleachy's trying to hang on to this. Oh, if Bleachy can hang on, he's going to have 6. It's not going to happen now. I don't think it's going to happen. There's too much momentum there at 5.
Eagles better hang on here.
Yeah, Eagles better hang on here also.
He's going to be wishing Bleachy was up there soon. No, looks like he's fine.
So,
you got this thing. You know your car's loose.
Here's War. Oh,
Bleachy just wrecked himself into the wall.
Yep, Bleachy just wrecked.
Talk about kamikazes.
What in the world happened? I told you, he's got a car issue there or something. He broke a tire iron or something. I don't know.
Broke a tire iron.
Someone threw a tire iron in his spokes.
Yeah, good Lord. I mean, that car just turned left, went head on. I mean, do they got the life flight there on high alert? Because he's going to need a he's going to need a CAT scan on that one.
They could get him and not have
the second pack is reeling in the first pack.
Yep, I just was going to get back on War. I'm going to get a lap count here in just a second.
Looks like the EMS crew has gathered up Bleachy. Maybe a drone sweeped in there and grabbed him quick. Keep this under green.
They're catching the front, guys. I'm hoping this is gonna end up being a great finish.
This is where it could, but they're trying to go on the outside without momentum. Those front 3 guys are gonna try to kill that momentum.
If this group stays together, if this group stays together, they're gonna be able to go walk right by.
I'm riding on War's hood now, and they were catching them.
I'm not leaving lanes, so.
There's a lap car just a bit up there that could come into play here too.
We got 11 to go, guys, and another round of pit stops.
Bleach is there again.
Yeah,
he wants to get in the mix.
They're going to catch this guys here on 3 and 4 probably.
Yeah, he shouldn't be much of an issue here.
Right time.
Oh boy, here we go, guys. Now keep in mind, we got another round of green flag stops here. Go up high, War. Get it high. Typical goes a block. Goes high. Go, War. Take it to the outside, War. Billy on his heels.
Billy's just as happy as he can be right now that he's back there.
Wow.
They ditched Dan.
Wow, Dan the man.
Poor Dan.
He's got Eagles a little bit. Well,
he helped him get all the way up there, and they were like, "Thanks."
Well, now they're going to drop in line. Okay, so now we got to get back on J-Well, as J-Well now runs in 4th. And J-Well, they couldn't do anything there on that one. But that was pretty cool to watch. Typical tried to block and went to that middle lane, and they said, all right, fine, screw that, we'll go even higher.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work.
That's the fun about Talladega versus Daytona.
Oh, big lag out of clashing.
He's,
that might have gave Dan damage.
And
that's what's good about Talladega over Daytona. Get that third lane to do those moves.
That did shake them up a little bit and separate, so they're not going to be in that tight draft. Now, like I said, guys, we do have one more round of pit stops. I'll get a lap count here in another second. They got about 5 to go until they'll run it dry. So we're going to see some pit stops here soon.
So what's our viewers think of the broadcast tonight for Talladega?
I'm thinking this is almost one of the most exciting races of the year so far, going back to Kansas.
Yes, but you're not a viewer, Shady.
I am a viewer watching the race, lug.
We are viewing the race, technically.
I am.
So.
I am. I'm viewing it with you.
I'm watching something.
Okay.
This has been an easy one. We haven't really had to switch around to drivers much. Get the whole field
No,
in
everybody's
every
kind
shot.
of in the one back, yeah. I've been staying with Lynch and more or less seen the whole field.
This was how I was hoping to
with
pack
War
Lady
right
at the
now.
end of the race.
Yeah, but I gotta say, this has got to be most suspense that we've had since that Kansas race where.
There's going to be a big one.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Similar with Kansas. Kansas is a one-line track pretty much too.
Yeah, well, Kansas, it was Eagles was winning, Eagles was leading, with Mike RPM in second. Billy was third, taking the white flag. Mike RPM and Eagles crashed into turn 4, going for the lead, and Billy came right underneath of him and stole the win. It was that was a really good race. That was an awesome finish.
That's the
All
same
right,
way.
Blazin,
Pocono,
who
exact
you
same way.
picking to win,
Two
Blazin?
leaders crashed and scooped up the dub.
Well, they got another 4 laps or so of fuel, so... Alright, guys. You're going to see this whole... well, no, you're not going to see the whole pack pit. You're
They're
going to see
bunching
two
up
different
heavy.
I'm not leaving off this till it's either in
When
the
are you
pits.
guys pitting? Are you taking it as far as you can go? Or are you going to try to get try to time in a lap early?
Take as long as you can go, get the most tire out when you can, and go.
I agree.
If you're taking any.
I agree.
I'm going with them. I'm going with the most guys. I want to pack them.
Yeah. That's a good, probably the best strategy. Maybe.
Anybody laps down?
Way
No?
under power. He's been lapped
They're
3
all
times in the last
signaling,
6 laps.
all
Yeah.
signaling. Almost
Let's
everybody's going. Typical didn't signal or Dan.
And I guarantee you, J-Well didn't either. Oh, J-Well did.
No, they did. They did.
J-Well did. He's going to come with the leaders, too.
The only two that didn't signal is Typical and Dan. I wonder if they're going to... Oh, if those two try to go by
now
themselves.
it's gonna, are we
Change
going
your
to...
mind.
J-Well
Be
gonna
careful
send
here,
it in there.
guys. Be careful. There's a lot of cars on the pit road. Look at this.
Oh, what a move by
J-Well.
J-Well.
Did he get it? No.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you in a second. But he is flying in there.
I don't know if he got black flagged or not, guys.
He's good to go. He's good.
Eagles just
he's fine.
disappeared.
I don't know. I'm on J-Well now.
Yeah,
so
Eagles is on pit road now.
I think he got in there right at the number.
I think he just made it also.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He just made it. 3.2 second
Lynch,
stop.
yeah, Lynch is out. Everybody's out
Wow. Here they go, guys. All coming
now.
out together.
Come on, Lynch has got nobody.
J-Well jumps out in
what a
front of
move.
Billy. And
all happened
Clashin
there.
is behind Billy. And War is behind Clashin. And that's good. I guarantee that. I think that just sealed it up. J-Well just got out front. But here comes Billy with Clashin right behind him. Here they go. J-Well wants to give it up. J-Well does not want to be in a catbird seat.
Whoa, Billy, wait, yeah, Billy, you're going to get...
Well, look at this. Okay, so now you got 2 JCR guys separated by Billy.
And Billy by
going to
himself,
use, they're going to use Billy.
And
I think Leach is
Unfortunately.
parking it on the backstretch. He is just about stopped on the backstretch. He must be out of gas.
I'm
know
not
what
sure
that's
what
all about.
happened. And what happened to War? War's back there with Lynch. So they're now out.
Leach is
They're
moving again.
pretty much they're out of the picture now. We got 4 to go. 4 laps to go.
All right, I'm not leaving then.
Oh, you can't leave this. This is the
No, I
most.
meant I'm on the front, guys.
Yeah, I'm on the front one, front back here for sure.
It's going to come down to these 3.
I can't see Clash. I don't know if Clash would go with Billy and push him to the win and not push his
I don't
teammate.
either.
His teammate is the team.
Yeah.
No, wait. Clashing is teammates with J-Well.
Yeah.
J-Well has already lost a bundle of points to Billy, with Billy getting the 2 stages. Are you thinking that Clashing's going to push Billy to the win?
There's no. I'm saying there's no way.
No, not happening. No,
Billy couldn't ask for
freaking
2 people just because of the
I would
team.
definitely have a pit in my stomach right now if I was Billy, just knowing that.
Yeah.
He's just wishing anyone else was behind him right now. Anybody.
Anybody.
He'd take Bleachy's wrecked car behind him right now.
Exactly.
Oh, what's going on there?
Yeah, well, I was putting it up top though.
He's just breaking the draft. That's all. He's just breaking the draft. That's very, very wise move. As Billy's trying to lay off, trying to get a run here. And oh, we got a little here as JWoww. They're going to go up top.
Oh man, he is down there. Maybe JWoww wants to make it a battle at Michigan. Oh, he gets it back. That was close.
Yeah. As we come to the
JWoww wants a good battle at Michigan, he should give him the win, and then they'll be real tight going out at Michigan next week.
We've got 2 laps to go, guys. 2 laps left.
JWoww's on a crazy streak right now.
I can't watch this. This is wrecking my nerves.
JWoww's won, I think, the last. JWoww's won the last 6 races, I think, that he's been in between the 3 series, the 3 different series we were.
Crystal, close your eyes. Just listen to the broadcast. Just close your eyes.
Between my side and FTR.
Billy's gonna have to think of
Billy's
something.
setting up.
Yeah, the leg is kind of dictating stuff here.
So Billy now drops to 3rd as Clashin and JWoww teamed up to get Clashin around in a 2nd.
Yeah. This is the final. That was the white flag.
So now what that did, all that did was just get a few more points for Clashin to make up. To take to Michigan
next
week.
From getting that 2nd and those bonus points.
Exactly. It's just another position and
another.
That's a difference of at least 4 points. 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, but that 4 or 5 could pay dividends come next week.
Well, that's what I mean. Him losing that 2nd spot hurts.
Right.
About 4 or 5 points.
Billy.
You might be able to get underneath and get
Billy.
it back.
Well, here's that 5-car Bleachy. He wanted that 5-car Bleachy. He's going to get it.
But he's up in Clashin though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
well, Billy's like, no, help me. What are you doing helping them?
And we've...
Oh, Billy's job way back. That's it there.
That is it.
That's it.
That is it. As JWoww...
Whoa, Billy ended up in 6th.
Billy ran out of gas.
Yeah, he must have, yeah.
I think he did, because he did come in 6th.
That top 3 there.
So Lynch got the 3rd.
Yeah.
Lynch got 3rd, don't worry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
He's coming up to the booth.
Come on, Lynchy.
Yep, so here's the final running order, gentlemen. JCR JWoww gets his another win. JWoww gets the win again. Clashin in 2nd. Lynch in 3rd.
I can't wait to interview him.
Yeah, you're I'm gonna let you take that one. Typical comes home 4th. War gets 5th. Billy runs out of gas, I think, gets 6th. Dan the Man in 7th. Heavy Duty 8th. Bleachy 9th. And Eagles rounds out the top 10.
Awesome race, A group.
Wow.
Yeah, good job, guys. I gotta leave the booth. I got a race coming up here in a minute.
I have good luck, brother. We'll see you later.
Good job.
Oh. Those boys, come on up to the booth.
Yeah, I'm have to add.
What a race. What a race.
Lynch should be up there. Yeah, Lynch is he's already been up here, so he's still invited.
Just send him a message. Come on to the broadcast booth.
Lynch to the booth. Lynch to the booth.
Lynch to the booth. The JCR boys already know to come up to the booth, so.
I'm even going to leave my microphone on broadcast for him. Looks like I'm going to Texas.
Which car did you run? I'll leave it on that one.
Thank you to our viewers tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. There's the winner. And
good to see you in here, Fire Truck.
That was an awesome race. Waiting on Clashin and Lynch.
Oh, we're going to wipe some people out here in Texas first.
Oh, jeez, I didn't realize.
Yeah, we're about to go demo derby and
Maybe I'll rip a couple laps.
Yeah.
While we're finishing up this. There's Lynch.
All right, there's Lynch now. So Clashin will be. I'm sure Clashin and John will join us up here in a second. So. For the first time this season, congratulations to the number 3 car, Lynch. Congratulations, man, getting that third and a podium position. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thank you. It's about time, guys.
Oh, man, you gotta give us a rundown on how you pulled that third. Did Billy run out of fuel? What happened there?
Yeah, I had a bad pit stop there at the last pit stop, and then me and Moore got dropped back, and then Billy ran out of gas.
Yeah, we were wondering why you come in a little bit later from the leader. You look like you had a loose car all night, did you?
No, not really.
No? It looked like you were stepping out
was pedal to the metal all night.
Yeah, I told the guys you were going to have pedal to the metal. You wanted the booth before the season was over.
I finally got one.
Congratulations, buddy, on third place finish. You earned it tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, congratulations. We saw you up there, throughout the whole race. So, were you with that last pit sequence right there with everybody? Was everybody kind of on the same page, or what kind of take us through that whole scenario from your point of view with that last pit stop?
I know me, Warren, Billy might have been on the same page there at the end, because whenever they were pit, I was going to pit with them. I wanted to stay with someone, so I can be able to stay with someone in the draft, and I know JWoww, he'd go probably an extra lap.
Yeah, that was, that was completely crazy, man. And earlier in the race, I think it was like stage 2, saw you guys get in that high line. And get that high line working. Saw you were trying to get that high line working at the beginning of the race with Eagles. Was that kind of your strategy there, trying to get that going and trying to get some people to go with you? What was, give us the info on what there was, with the high line there.
Yeah, me, Eagles, and Typical, we were trying to get, the high side going, but it would just be the 3 of us, and then Heavy, he would try to help us with 4 cars, and it just seemed like it wasn't working with 4 cars. But I think we wound up with 5 cars when we got it to work.
Yeah, well, you ended up with about 7. If once you guys joined together, you had about 7 to 5 at one time there. You guys were moving pretty good.
Yeah, that's when Billy and War wind up taking the lead, and I stuck with them. And I'm like, yeah, man, we finally got the outside to finally work. I think we left Dan out hang to dry, but
yeah, it took a lot of years to do it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations,
you,
Vince, man. The job well done, well earned. Go celebrate, man, and we will see you in the finale next week in Michigan and hopefully bring you up one more time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Have a good night, Lynch.
Bud. You too.
Lynch in that number 3 car breaks into that top 3 podium with 3rd place tonight. So congratulations. Awesome run. And so that's going to take us to our 2nd place finisher, or the runner-up, and that is Clashing. Man, that was interesting on the strategy there, getting around Billy and working with your team with JWoww there. I know that had to be a teammate thing there, from the point standpoint. Throwing Billy back another spot there, right?
No, it was no teammate thing.
JWoww, it's my interview.
No.
Calm down. All right, so we came out 3. I warned Billy, if he was gonna make a move, that don't make me choose. Just make your move and clear him if you can, because I didn't want to decide who to go with. But he ended up being short on fuel, which I noticed kind of, because we were going really slow, not really pushing there. So when JWoww was trying to break the draft and go up high, I just decided, hey, I'm gonna go up there, and it just pulled me past Billy. And I didn't really want to be anywhere between cars anyway, because lagging, clashing. Didn't have the greatest equipment tonight.
Okay, because I thought that was kind of planned out, seeing how that, I was on JWoww's stream, and coming into the race, I saw that coming into the race, JWoww had about 50-point lead, and there in stage 3, with Billy winning the first 2 stages, chopped it down to somewhere about 18 points. So I was thinking, when I saw that and JWoww going high, and then you went high to go around Billy, I'm thinking that's just, trying to get Billy one position back further, seeing how Billy caught up a lot in points winning those 2 stages. I thought that was orchestrated.
No, I don't know why JWoww was trying to break the draft. There was only 2 of us, and should have known. I guess we are teammates. So what was the worst that was going to happen? If anything, he was slowing us down by breaking the draft and to let maybe a possible second group catch us. But I don't think there was a second group even formed.
They were so far back. It wasn't going to even happen. It wasn't going to happen. They were too far back. But and I saw that you were just saying on the broadcast, driving around country and being probably in a bad service area, that you were just kind of riding around the whole time back in the back. So how were you able to kind of go from kind of just cruising in the mid back pack and all of a sudden getting up there in the top 3 right there at the end? How did that happen?
Oh, I learned my lesson in stage 1. I was trying to just be last to be courteous to everyone else, but then the checkups are so big and some people didn't know how to deal with it, and it just we lost the draft. We just fell back. So stage 2, I made it a goal to stay ahead of the guys I didn't trust with being able to check up and keep up the momentum with low draft and everything. Right. And then the pit cycles just worked out where it was a 3-car breakaway every time. But I think that second group did run us back down there before that last pit stop, which kind of put me in the middle of the pack again.
Well, it all worked out, man. Good run. Yeah, it all worked out. Getting
week after week. Good run.
Just out of curiosity, just for the sake of the question, if there was 1 lap left to go, were you going to try to make a move on JWoww or just sit in second?
Well,
just for the fun of it.
We passed the 5-car 4 times in the last 5 laps, and that last time he actually gave me a draft there down the backstretch, which gave me an advantage. But I think JWoww hit the apron or whatever. But that was going to be my run because Billy was short on fuel, so he wasn't going to make it no matter what. And I guess it was just a race between us 2.
Right.
And yeah, but everyone knows I don't really like winning plate tracks because. Yeah, I don't really have fun running plate tracks.
It it worked out. I mean, you know how it's been, man, all season long, and that the 88 and the 1 were hooked up all race. Everybody knew that. I mean, it's a team. You guys got to be team. Everybody knows it. So you got to work it. So. I mean, we saw it tonight. We've been seeing it all season, and just congratulations on how well you do, man. It's just really awesome, and just want to thank you again for everything that you do personally for me, helping me out and answering my dumb questions and stuff like that. So you helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Congrats to Lynch on the top 3. Congrats to JWoww for 20th win in a row. Who else?
Just for you guys to know.
Shout out Typical for being on the same strategy as JWoww and I think Dan the Man was there with us at some point helping us out on our strategy. And shout out to War for coming back to heat with 5 months off and being able to compete.
Yeah, he was up there most of the night. Had a good run going.
Yeah, he did, and he's very good. He actually is the one that told me when I first got on and joined in the league and didn't know, literally my ass from my elbow. And Ward teaching me the play tracks and stuff, so I knew he was going to be in, and he always going to run good. So yeah, absolutely, I love seeing Ward up there and having a good run. So, but hey, man, congratulations, Clashing, on pulling it out and getting a second place finish, man. That was awesome.
Yep, thank you guys.
Definitely. Yeah, and that's going to take us to our winner yet again, and that is JWoww, and that number 50, his number 51. I always was going to try to go to the 53, but it's the 51, so let's stay right back on the 51. JWoww, man, you pulled it out there at the end, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very disappointing race for the most part with how stage 1 and 2 went. We were behind the strategy ball. We had good intentions of what we were doing. It just it's on this track. If you pit first, you're gonna have the momentum coming out, and I would end up going 1 or 2 laps later, and by the time I go past that 1 or 2 laps, there's no more draft, and I'm losing time running on the track by myself. I still pushed into the pits as hard as I could and made up time there. But as soon as we got out of the pits, it was just we didn't have no momentum, and that's how we lost a lot of points tonight. Just giving up points just because stupid mistakes. We could have just pitted with them, but I wanted to be more on the cautious side tonight due to with the points lead I had. I wanted to not get punted in the pits by anybody. I wanted to be under my control if I sped or not. But that's what happens when I went an extra lap later. I got behind the strategy ball. Ended up finishing 7th stage 1 and 4th stage 2. Well, Billy won both of those stages. I found out we only had like an 18-point lead after our 50-point lead entering the race. Only went down to 18 coming after stage 2. So I was like, this is going in the wrong direction. We have good intentions on our strategy. It's just not working out with us. When we pit, somebody else would speed with us in our group, and while Billy's group would go, they would go come up at the same time and draft together. But at the end, it came out pretty well. We had as you see, I was like, I'm tired of pitting off sequence, so I pitted with them on that last pit stop. Oh, yeah, the last pit stop, and I just our pit stops were just perfect all night. And as you see, we made up 4 spots just pitting, just going in deep and not speeding, and that's what ultimately gave us the lead, and that's how we came out with the win.
Right, and I was, like I said, I'm on your stream. Thank you for having a stream with the leaderboard and the laps to go, so we can relay it to the viewers and all the fans. And watching your stream, I mean, that was I don't know how you got it down on that last pit stop, how you got it down so fast and you dive into town, and how you did not get a penalty right in the nick of time. I thought you got a penalty there, man. I thought you did, for real. I had to keep the camera on you just to see if you ended up gotten the penalty.
Yeah, we pushed it real hard on that last pit stop. We had to, because like we were starting to get into a make or break situation. If we don't come out ahead of these people, then we have to be on the aggressive side and on trying to pass them. But luckily we had clashing, which it came out to a 2v1. So I started going on the high side to. We had a huge lead from the second group, so they had no chance of coming at us. So I knew it was just me clashing and Billy, and I go to the outside to bait Billy to get my draft on the outside. And when he's going into turn 3, he would hopefully go on my outside while I dive back to the middle lane, and clashing would go to the bottom lane with me, and we could just stay. And that forced Billy to go back to 3rd place, and that pretty much gave us the win right there. But when I went to the high side, Billy stayed low, and I saw Clash went up high. I was like, okay, I'm going to stay high because he still has momentum, and end up getting around that way. And that's how he came around for second. I thought whenever we caught Bleachy on the last lap on the backstretch, I went to the high side to try to like snake our way around, trying to break the draft with Billy, because that was my main focus with Billy, because I figured Clashing would be with me. But no, Clashing ended up taking Bleachy's draft to try to pass me. So I'm like, hey, we're teammates here. We got a one goal here. We need to win the championship. And I did hit the apron. Unfortunately, I came up in the Clashing, but we still came home 1-2.
Yeah, man, and that was my question that you just answered it. With the method behind the method behind the madness there of when you were going to the high side. I like I said earlier when I was talking to Clash, and I thought you were going up to try to pull him around Billy on the high side to create that, just because of the points that you lost, which I might have to take a little bit of that blame and put a little bit of a dark cloud, possibly, because coming into the race, I made the bold prediction tonight that you're going to lock it up, seeing that you're my championship pick, and I made the bold prediction saying that you're going to lock it up, so maybe that, I don't know if that put the bad juju on the whole night, so I don't know, but yeah, I
told you, I don't listen.
I know.
Yeah, that was probably out of my whole career, that's probably the most disappointing win I've ever had. Going into the point situation we had in the race with stage 1 and 2, knowing we probably could have locked it up, but I think I did the math. We still have we lost, so we came into the race with a 50-point lead, and we're coming out of the race with a 45-point lead. Even that win gave us a big boost, and with Billy finishing
6th,
not just 3rd, he finished 6th, so they gave us even bigger points.
Right.
So that's what gave it back up to 45 points, and we have a pretty comfortable lead. We just need to finish in if we could finish top 3 in all the 3 stages, I'm pretty sure we could lock this thing up and put it in the bag.
Yeah, probably. That's good to know. So 45 points going into Michigan next week to lock it up. So after all of that, only lost 5-point ground to Billy. So that's kind of having a little bit of a sigh of a relief a little bit when it got all the way down to 18. So a mistake on Billy's part kind of has to be a little bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, it was a very, very tough race. If we could just put our pieces together for Michigan, we won there earlier in the All-Star race. If we could just hopefully just pit stops will be the determining factor. I know we have a fast car there, but if we could just stay clean, don't get any speeding penalties, we could just take control of this championship and just run away with it.
Well, you would make my pick right, because I picked you to win a championship. So, congratulations on getting a win tonight, and we will definitely look forward to seeing you next week in Michigan for the final race, the championship race here in the FTR A League. Man, congratulations, J-Well, on getting yet another one. How many wins is that for you this year so far?
I believe that's 5, and that's like 5 in the past 10 races, I believe, somewhere around there.
So that's so you have the most wins now in the season.
Jimmy
right?
Johnson.
Yeah, we took the most wins last week, getting our 4th win last week because Clashing has 3 this season.
Okay. I knew it was close, but yeah, man, that's just really, really impressive, man. It's just been a blast to watch you all season and everything, and thank you for everything that you helped me out, and advice, tips, things like that you give me, man. So I really appreciate you guys, and it's been a real blast watching you guys all season long, man. So congratulations on getting a win tonight, and hey, man, we'll see you next week when at Michigan, and wrap this thing up, put a bow on it, and take home a trophy.
Yes, sir. We're gonna try to make it 3 in a row and come home with a championship.
Well, we're going to look forward to it, man. So congratulations. Try to celebrate at least a little bit on this one. Breathe a sigh of relief. And, hey, man, you already got your car pretty much locked and loaded for Michigan, winning the All-Star race with it. So, hey, man, congratulations. We'll see you next week in Michigan.
Sir, see you there.
Yes, sir. And so Lug had to go ahead and clear and head on out as we're running a few minutes late. So, Eneltown, awesome race, man. What do you think, man? What's going on in your mind going into the last race?
It'll be interesting. Billy's really gonna have to basically win all of it to have a chance, I'd say.
He's gonna need to sweep both stages and get the win. And pray for bad luck for J-Well with a 45-point lead. But we saw how he was able to cut it from 50 to 18.
It's definitely possible. Anything could happen. Especially like say Billy's leading in stage 1 and something crazy happens and J-Well gets caught up in something, ends up 12th or 13th. That'd be 20 points right there he'll gain.
Yeah,
so
man,
there's lots that can happen, but with what I've seen recently, those JCR boys look pretty sturdy out there.
Yeah,
I don't see much flaws in that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take to Michigan, man, next week, and hey, man, I'm glad we had an exciting race. I mean, a lot of times, these Dega and Daytona races, sometimes, a lot of times, they can be a real bore, and just single file going around and around and around. It can be almost as boring as those JCR guys made Dover last week. I mean, it was he dominated ever so much. It was actually kind of a boring race, like Clashin said. I mean, last week Clashin said going in, it's going to be a boring race, so be prepared, and he was sure as heck right. But this race was anything but boring, man. We had a lot of excitement, a lot of drama, a little suspense here and there, and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a good race. It was good that we didn't get like a bit of a wreck where a caution didn't come out and where it got everyone all separated. That's the worst.
Yeah,
you get,
I know everybody wanted to see that.
Yeah, sometimes early it's not really a wreck, just it really screws everyone up, and you get a big separation, and then it can get pretty boring. And with the low draft, unless they're going to wait for each other, they're probably not going to catch each other. So
Yeah.
the stages help for that too, to get them all bunched back up.
Yeah, I feel bad for Billy. He's your championship pick. I feel bad for him. He's got to be beside himself right now. Running out of fuel and losing those points like that, getting it cut down so much.
Well, the emotional swings he must have went on in the last 10, 15 minutes of that race, where he lost the draft, got picked back up, ended up getting back to the front, only to run out of gas coming to the line. That must have been. He must have been so mad, but then so happy, but then so mad.
Well, then on the other side of the fence, I mean, the emotional swings that JWell has coming in for the 50-point lead and seeing it cut down to 18 and like, oh crap, here we go. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, that could have been real bad if he had the same results as the other two stages, with Billy winning and him running 7th or 6th or whatever 4th he got to in the one. That would have been. There'd only be. Geez, there'd be less than 8 points. There'd be less than 3-4 points, maybe less than 5. I would say going into the final.
Yeah, and it ain't over yet. Like you said, man, it is not over, and it is not over until that lady sings. You know what I mean? And it's definitely not locked in the bag. It's definitely a 2-man show between Billy and JWoww. So we're gonna see who comes out and who has. You got to have some luck. So if you can have just enough luck, then it can pan out for you. So,
who is third?
It was Lynch, or who's third in points?
Clashing, but he's a good ways out.
Yeah,
okay.
He's mathematically eliminated, but yeah, he's.
Is he okay? All right, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, but
well,
it'll
be a fun race. I'll be definitely back in the booth to watch that one. It'll be an interesting race.
Oh heck yeah, man! It's going to be championship.
To get the crown of champion.
It's championship race time now. So we're somebody's going to take home that trophy next week. We're going to see who it is, man. It's going to be between the 51 of Clashin and the 1 of Billy. And Billy's, I mean, he finished second behind Sludge last year in the championship.
Really?
Yeah, he finished second last year. So hopefully, on his end, it's not, hopefully he's not always the bridesmaid, and maybe we'll eventually be that bride. Who knows? We'll see. But I think, JWoww, he's got a pretty tight stranglehold on that thing, man. And I mean, you got to be perfect to beat those JCR guys. I mean, like I was saying last week at Dover, you have to be absolutely perfect on your A game, no mistakes, phenomenally absolute perfect if you're going to have a chance to beat those guys. And especially JWoww, who's just determined.
Playoff JWoww.
Yeah, I mean, he's just switching in a whole new gear. And I told you guys that when I was talking to him.
I did just see a message, though, from Billy saying it's not over yet.
Yeah, it ain't over yet.
With an LOL at the end of that. So he's still there. He ain't giving up.
No, hell no. Hell no. He won't ever give up. No. There ain't no giving up there. We're gonna finish that up for tonight, man, and we're gonna take this and take it to Michigan, and we're gonna have ourselves a show.
Yeah, and Michigan will also be, I think, both of our last broadcasts for Wednesday night FTR.
Yeah,
the FTR. You're gonna be done, right? I'll also be done for at least for now, for a while.
From a full-time basis, I'll be back, part time here and there. I know Billy has got some things, from my schedule perspective. I can't, gotta dial it down a little bit to part time. So, but we'll be around. We ain't going nowhere.
I started doing a broadcast for Thursday nights for my buddy's league for Superflow Racing, and we did one at Martinsville last week, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
I was up in there myself, so I was just calling like a normal play-by-play, and I had a blast up there. It was a good race they put on.
Oh, awesome.
So, still staying in the booth, just not on Wednesdays anymore.
Real quick, just at it before we sign off here and hit it. You're in the B League. Where things stand in your B League? What's it coming down to there?
It has, I believe it's Racer X is leading by about 25, 20 so points over Dark Knight.
Okay.
I forget who's third and fourth. I think I'm fifth. I've had decent runs. I had a second at Dover, but I had a bit of a mix-up at the end of Charlotte and ended up 10th. So I kind of dropped some points from there, but if I can get her done at Talladega, I have some good stages in the next 2 races with Michigan and Talladega. There's a chance still. It's going to be slim, but I would say it's looking right now, at least on the points, like it's Racer X leading and Dark Knight in second. So we'll have to see with Talladega. That could change a lot.
Oh, yeah, well, you saw what happened here.
Yeah, there's five or so of us within like 75 points.
Okay.
So with Talladega, that could mix up a lot, and it could flip that order right around.
Wow. So it's so things are coming, and I know the C League, I know those guys. They're the top 2 guys there. They're only separated by a matter of handful of points there. So man, all around in all 3 leagues with FTR, man, everything is coming down to the wire. So it's it's not a an old fashioned locked up going into the championship. I think all three are going to take it to the final lap pretty much to find out who's going to take it home.
Yeah, and in that C League, that would be one to watch. That's good. That Crippled Sniper and Bleachy are battling. They're only about 20 points, 15 points apart, and they've been butting heads a little bit lately on some things. So there's going to be a lot of take and no give between those two. Yeah,
okay.
That'll be an interesting. Anytime they're around each other at that race next week, it'd be
a few fireworks
TV
might be
watching.
going on. A few fireworks.
Yeah, anything could happen at any moment with them two around each other going for that championship.
It's championship time, and that's my favorite time is championship and seeing who's going to come home with it. So
they'll be battling it out pretty hard. I know Cripple's not going to give him an inch, so.
Oh heck no! Well, Bleach ain't going to give him he ain't going to give him a centimeter.
No, they're not going to give each other nothing. I tell you, they're not going to be friendly. I don't think at all to each other. They're going to be battling it out. I believe.
Yep.
Well, so I'll definitely be watching that one.
And it's gonna come down the wire, man, and just gonna be exciting to watch. It's gonna be exciting to watch, and it's gonna be exciting to bring these guys here at the A League, the championship, next week in Michigan. So everybody check in the championship race next Wednesday night, 8:00, Michigan. It's come down to JWoww and Billy. JWoww leads by 45, taking into Michigan over Billy. But it ain't over yet. We're going to take it to Michigan. Until then, for Eneltown, for It's Bob Drew, sign off earlier, and my whole buddy Lugnut who had to sign off. Everybody have a great night. We will see you at Michigan.